Good morning. It's Tuesday, August 22nd, and we will be trying to do trading today, but I do have an appointment at the dealer to get my car a coolant reservoir replacement, because last week that I took it to an oil change, the reservoir had a crack, and we do have a kind of a long day trip planned this weekend, and I don't want to risk it, so I'm gonna go get that replaced, and we'll come back in a few hours and get some trading going. I did look at the market open. Yesterday it ripped up. It looks like this morning it's gonna rip down, but we'll see what happens. We'll catch up with the market in a little bit. Man, this morning traffic is horrendous. Looks like we're gonna be here for 45 minutes. It's not even that far away. Alright, so it's 11:33. Market closes in about an hour and a half. Power hour pretty much half an hour away, so we might be able to get a trade in, but we'll see. Maybe today will be a non-trading day. Alright guys, so I made it back for power hour. Looking kind of bullish, I think. Why don't we wait for a little pullback? Maybe beat me to it. This market, man, NQ is just crazy. But anyways, let's see where we're at. So this is the 1 minute, this is the 5 second. Let's see, did we do a new high? We did. And with a higher RSI, okay. So why don't we do this? Why don't we go in for a long? But I'm gonna wait for the RSI to come back to the 50s or 60s to do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna just add one contract. Add one contract. So you might see that I have a $220 loss, and that's because I took a trade in the morning. I didn't realize just how volatile at that exact moment NQ was, and I was trying to buy and sell almost immediately, just to try to get a day trade in for the evaluation account. And man, that thing ripped, and I lost $220 like super fast. So that's why I have that loss, but hopefully we'll make it up with this trade. We'll see. I'm trying to get this RSI 40-50s around there before I add another contract. We'll see. If I get like a really nice big red candle, that's when I'll buy a contract. I'll add a contract, but we'll stay here for now. What we'll do is we'll set a buy at 9490. 4990. Let's do one right here. Let's do 991. Yeah. So I canceled my order down here, and I put another one here since we have momentum right now on our side. I don't think it's gonna come down that low for liquidity. I think there is already enough liquidity in this momentum, so keeping it there, putting one here just in case it does want to come down here for a quick one before taking off again. Adding one more. Got to be careful here. Adding one more. There we go. And we're going to sell everything here. So take a look here. The reason why we got a drop down is because we got a higher high, but we got a high, lower high, right? So we need to come back for liquidity before we go and try to attempt the higher high with the higher RSI, right? Making this trend valid. So right now, I mean, we are in limbo, right? We could just reject and come down, and that's why we want to keep track of this very closely. But I believe there's enough momentum here to skyrocket, past the 1500s or 15,000 price. In fact, look at this. Look, we're going higher, right? But the RSI is not going higher, which means that it's saving the strength that it's going to need to push up, right? You got to think of this. This is relative strength index, right? So if you're up here, you're exhausted. If you're up here, you're exhausted, right? Bears are exhausted, bulls are exhausted. So we're inching up, but it's not taking much strength to get up there, right? So look at this. Now we're higher highs. We got to make a higher RSI. There we go. $755. A little bit more profit than that because I was down 220, but we'll call it a day there. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for today. Again, let's finish off with the verse of the day. Today it is 1 John 4:11. Short and sweet. It says, "Dear friends, since God loves us that much, we surely ought to love each other." It's a great verse because these days, in the internet, we find so many influencers, we find communities, discords, right? Some people are doing great, some people are doing bad, but at the end of the day, what we should focus on is the things that we have control over, and that is, the respect, the love, the kindness that we can show to each other. So great reminder, the next person you see, whether it be a family, whether it be a friend, whether it be just anyone, right? Just think about it and say, you know what? I could be spreading love today. Whether that be just saying a simple hello or saying, hey, how have you been? I hope you're doing great. Think about the person that's right next to you in your home or that friend that you haven't contacted in a while, right? Hit them up and say, hey man, how you doing? Just want to say I care about you and I hope you're doing well. So yeah, great verse to finish off the day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.